Hello, and we're at EuroGamer again, this time Battlefield 3. Many different systems, PS3, 360, the PC's over there. I don't know which one you played it on.
I played the PS3 version, which isn't my version of choice, but like Sean said, there's also the multiplayer Team Deathmatch Rush mode.
Behind this wall, but we've not played that.
No, I've not played the single player, I must be honest, but let's get one thing straight. Everyone wants to know Modern Warfare 3 or Battlefield 3. They're both out within the next month, and we've played both now, and we are now stood in front of the winner, in my opinion.
By a mile. Not just like a little bit, but by a mile. I mean, you look at the crowd here, and there's a complete difference in the Modern Warfare 3 one. Modern Warfare 3, they're sitting there, they're just looking at the screen like a bunch of apes. Look at this. People like literally smiling playing it. It shows a big difference, if you ask me.
So from what we've seen so far, we've played the Rush match on a new map not present in Battlefield 2. The map itself, let me start by saying, is absolutely fantastic. It's a multi-layered map. You have a park on the top, and underneath you then have a subway system running under the park. Think Times Square, New York kind of thing. And it is actually fantastic. With Rush, it is objective based, attackers, defenders. So the game mode's the same from Battlefield 2. The map was fantastic. The engine, the big thing everyone wants to know about is the Frostbite engine, how it works in Battlefield 3. And I personally, from when I played it, didn't see too much of the destruction.
Well, given the environment, you can't really have too much destruction in the underground area. But saying that, at the same time, when you look at the map, it's extremely detailed. The lighting's perfect. And, I mean, it's a potential showing, considering that, you know, this is going to be probably the biggest shooter, even against Modern Warfare 3. In my opinion, it'll still win. The game looks solid. The visuals are pretty decent. And for the amount of action that's going on screen, there isn't any slowdown whatsoever, which is really surprising for me, at least. I don't know about you, though.
No, I'd agree with that. Class-wise, we're the same as Battlefield 2. I played the Assault with like a long-range sniper rifle, and one of the main things with first-person shooters is the guns have got to feel right. Too often you play a first-person shooter, you shoot the gun, the noise is wrong, and there doesn't feel any weight. And I think Battlefield, from what I've seen, it was spot on.
The classes is the medic is now allowed to use assault rifles. Bad Company 2, you were restricted to heavy machine guns, and you couldn't really do much because you were quite slow. So you're restricted in that terms, but in this, there's a lot more customization. If you notice, with different scopes, and you had your attachments, your handles, miles more customization. It was letting players play how they wanted, not how the game wanted them to play. Which, in my opinion, is another thing that Modern Warfare 3 seems to be getting wrong. I know there's a lot of customization options, but a lot of them are just cosmetic. This is more practical, and it's a lot more fun.
Well, in my opinion, like I said at the start, there's, I think, 83 games or something at the EuroGamer Expo. This was my game of the show, and I only played it for half an hour, if that. It was that good, and I recommend it's a day one purchase for any shooter fan.
It's not even a day one purchase, it's a pre-order. You should have it pre-ordered now. I think most people will do. I mean, you look at the maps, it offers everything you want: short-range combat, mid-range combat, long-range combat. It's never any balancing issues. Every single part of the map feels fresh. Plenty of opportunities for different kinds of combat, which you're not going to get with Modern Warfare 3. And I don't know, it's pretty much what I see is the most perfect example of Battlefield at the minute. That being said, there's no vehicles in the demo, so we don't know how they're going to work.
I was just going to say, we can't comment on how the balance is with the jets and the tanks. Battlefield 2, if you're old enough to have played that in 2001, the balance was perfect with the jets, the tanks. We've not seen them here. They've kept them under wraps, and I don't think anyone will see them now until day one.
Another thing is that we didn't really see it running on the 360 a whole lot. We only seen it running on the PS3 and the PS3 around E3 Gamescom. A lot of people were like, well, is the 360 version going to be pretty, bad? But looking at it and playing it, it works just as fine as the PC version. Although, that being said, the PC version does feel slightly more natural, which is fair enough.
PC games are always, PC FPSs are always better, even though I'm an Xbox guy.
We've got pretty decent versions, so I'm happy with the console, although I will be pushing this on PC as well.
I'll get it on both.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of them.
It's that good.
It's that game that's that good. You're not going to care. You want to play this as many people as possible, as many friends as possible. It feels more fun to play, and it's going to be probably the shooter of the year, best online game. I would put money on it. Best
game of the year?
I don't know. There's too much. There's Uncharted. There's Dark Souls. too easy to call Game of the Year yet. I would wait till the end of the year for sure.
Thank you very much.